Well, that escalated quickly, booked our flights. Good morning. It is truly morning. It's 7:07 a.m. and I am getting ready to head down to my studio. I've got a long day today. Hopefully it's going to be a really productive one. So, work day in my life for once. I've been doing a lot of randomness, but we're actually gonna work today. I've got a mastermind at 8 a.m. with my friends Brian and Tom. We met on Twitter years ago, and we are in a creative mastermind together. So we talk about different ideas for writing and videos and just all the things. I'm taking it at my studio though, because I have a client meeting me at 9 a.m. at the studio. So I'm not gonna have time to drive over. So that was a little stressful for me, not gonna lie, because I am not a morning person, but I'm kind of using this as a productive day, because the days when I do actually get up super early and get stuff going, it's I usually end up accomplishing, quite a lot. I love having professionals here in the studio. I love working with independent creators and, the small guys as well, but this was a pretty big publication. So they had a professional DP here and that kind of thing. And it's so nice because he just put everything back where it belonged perfectly. I moved the table for him and I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be annoying to have to move it back because it's pretty heavy, but he did it. So that was very nice. He sent me a picture upon locking up, all good stuff. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing about this studio. The problem is I come down here and I end up spending my whole Pure Space payment. Here's the haul. It's so rare that I will pick up a random pair of shorts and they'll fit, but these are so cute. I need a pair of dark denim for the summer. I have these ones, which are also maybe not vintage, but what do they call it? Repurposed. But these are a little bit more fitted through the butt. These ones are not flattering on the butt. Hold on, let me show you. Because they were men's pants, I think. And so they're honestly not good butt jeans. These ones were so cute in the butt. Darker denim. I don't love the fraying, but I'm gonna try to cut it a little bit. But Calvin Klein, so cute. Okay, the first thing I wanted to try on was this. Garth. It's a fun Garth crop. This is my favorite color of shirt for me. Charcoal. But yeah, it's a cropped young Garth tour tee. I mean, I love country music, and Garth is kind of just a meme in the country world. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I guess maybe I would say for country music, it would be a Jay-Z shirt or something for rap. I don't know. It's iconic. And then I also got this, which I'm still a little puzzled about how I'm gonna style. It's a Harley Davidson snap up short sleeve. I love my denim shirts, but I really only have long sleeves. So for the summer, guys, it's so hot here. I'm oh, it's not focusing on me. What is the temperature right now? Look at my hair. I had my hair nicely curled and stuff before I left. It's 85 and it's only early June. It's gonna be 90 today. Yeah, it's just so hot here in Michigan in the summer. And so I'm this is really cute. What I'm envisioning is wearing it open with a bralette in black denim. Anywho, at the studio, just checking in. I'm gonna lock up. It looks good. Hopefully they had a good shoot, and I think I'm gonna go home. I've got a doctor's appointment at 3. I think I'm gonna get a little bit of shut-eye in because I only slept for a few hours last night, and hopefully I'll wake up more productive, and after my doctor's appointment I'll be able to crack on with the paper. So let's go home. Body's outfit of the day. I'm eating my iron gummies. Sorry for the chewing. Grab my coffee. Taking a minute to finish dripping. Let's grab this. I usually don't eat before Pilates, but I started getting these protein bars and they're really good. And I just will eat it in the car on the way back. from Pilates. It's kind of nice because I don't really have much time in between Pilates and class. So eating this in the car allows me to both shower and eat something before class, which is nice. So let's go. Have the urge to sneeze as soon as I hit record. 1 minute till class. I showered fast, eating my protein bar. The time in between Pilates and class is like so tight for me. So I try to get as much done as I can. I just responded to a voice note from Elena, my partner for the marketers edit. Did just kind of like, good news, we got our first official sponsor. Like our first like, hey, this is the package we want. This is the amount of money we're committing. So I wanted to share that news with her, which is exciting. And yeah, it's just like on school days, I don't really get much work done. Today, I'm going to have to record a video though. We'll talk about that after. But yeah, so I kind of just have to like do what I can in between. All right, it's noon. Got to get on. This is my last class day of the quarter. So next week I'm off, thank goodness. But that also means I got to do my final also tonight and tomorrow. So it's going to be actually probably a long night for me today. Okay, 6:18 p.m. I just got done filming. I recorded tomorrow's podcast already. I actually finally set up my like old school podcasting set over here. You guys may notice that I've been filming like with my DJI and whatever. It doesn't look as good. I looked at it and I was like, I hate this. I'm not happy with it. Some of you guys may argue with that, but I just like the more casual kind of style. So anyway, I just re-recorded. So I'm going to edit now for the night. I've got some final exam stuff that I need to get done, but I think I'm just going to like end my work week tonight on Thursday and then start fresh tomorrow, Friday. Use Friday to work on my final exam stuff all day. And then we'll see where the weekend takes us. Let's edit. Let's get in comfy clothes. Edit. And round out the evening, shall we? I know this is like a little bit unhinged. Also, me about literally everything I ever do in my life at this point. I just said in my last vlog, like, yeah, I'm starting to see somebody new. Well, we're currently planning a little trip across the pond together. We're texting about that right now, which I realize like maybe sounds a little bit early or crazy, but YOLO, you know, literally YOLO. The opportunity is presenting itself. He's going to be there for something work related. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go. I think it's actually going to be perfect too, because like half the time I'm going to be on my own. And I've got so many friends across the pond, including Elena. She's in Luxembourg, not far from London. And I'm like, I'm trying to decide I'm asking her too, like, what do you want to do? Paris is my favorite place. It's only a 2-hour train ride from London. So I'm like, maybe we'll do a little girls trip in Paris. Maybe I'll go to Luxembourg. Maybe she'll come to London. I've got other friends in the UK and Europe and all over. So I'm like, I think this is actually like the perfect opportunity because I've never done Europe or England by myself. I've never traveled really like internationally by myself. I've traveled domestically by myself a lot, but I think this will be the perfect opportunity to do so because I'll basically, have like half the time fully on my own. He's going to be like busy, but it'll also be like not fully alone because obviously if there's like, a problem, like I'll have a buddy close by and all my friends and stuff. So I'm thinking this will be kind of exciting, so stay tuned. I mean, hopefully we don't, before then. But I was like, I think I'm just still gonna go. Like if I'm booking this flight, like I'm just gonna still go, even if things don't work out between now and then. Because I've got friends, baby, okay? I've got friends, international woman. Let me know if there's anything I should do. This will be my 3rd time in London. So let me know if there's anything I should do or see. But now I'm gonna shower. Happy Friday. It's quite late in the day. It's almost 2 p.m. I have just been chilling today, honestly. I got up pretty early to work on my video. It was already edited. I just needed to like do the final updates and then send it through a newsletter. So I did that. And then I was planning on, I have a paper. So I have 2 finals due, like by Monday or so. One is a therapy session, which I'm about to do and record right now at 2:30. And then a paper to go alongside that. And then I have a project for this more theory-based class, which is a paper basically, just like talking about attachment theory and trauma and development. And so I was going to try to work on the paper before my session, but I realized like, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but if I have something hanging over my head like that, it's really hard for me to kind of just do it, like I know I'm going to be so much more productive if I just do the paper tonight or even tomorrow morning, but I'm really going to try to tonight, I think. Also, the thing with doing a therapy session, even though this is just a mock session, I'm doing it with classmates. One of the big things that we're learning in school is that like truly the therapist's self and body and all of that is our strongest instrument. And so if we're feeling this kind of like low grade stress or anxiety, like, oh, I just rushed from like doing this paper and maybe this paper kind of stressed me out and now I'm doubting myself and I'm thinking I might get a bad grade on it, and then I go into a therapy session, it can affect the relational field. So I literally just laid in bed for like an hour. I was hoping I could just get a little nap in, but it wasn't happening. So I just stayed there and like relaxed. And I feel so much more confident now for my therapy session. So I know at least this one I'm going to get a good grade on because I feel well-resourced and all the things. What did I want to talk about to you guys? Oh, I was also doing a little bit of planning for Europe, which I told you about last night. I was texting with Elena, and I think we're going to do Paris. I think we decided on that, although it is going to be a holiday in France. So I do need to do a little research and decide if that's something that I want to do. I mean, I feel like let's go for it. It could be a very unique experience. I just want to make sure the prices for things are not like crazy expensive and that everything isn't closed. But for me, it's like I've already been to Paris twice. So even if a lot of stuff is closed, I won't be heartbroken. Like I just love walking around and like people watching. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like I'm getting so freaking excited about this. Me and the man were talking about like Airbnbs for London. So I think we're going to stay like a week after his conference. So that's like a good amount of time to just hang out in London. Like how fun, right? So I'll give you a little behind the scenes of how a therapist gets ready, or how I get ready, therapist in training. So this is for my narrative clinical skills class. So narrative therapy is all about the story and helping clients make meaning out of basically their own words. And what we're working on is the narrative repair loop. So the client comes in with a problem. We call it a problem-saturated story. Let's just use the example, I'm too much. That's one I've been using a lot. Like people won't love me because I think too much. I'm too anxious. I talk too much. I take up too much space. I'm too big in terms of like presence, all the things. I intimidate them. So I'm too much is a problem-saturated story. So, hey, I hear what you're saying. This sounds like it's important what you just said. Like, let's take a moment. We reflect back to them and we start working on a linguistic shift. So instead of saying like, I'm too much, it's the story is saying that, it sounds like the story has been saying you're too much. The story has been saying people can't keep up with you. People aren't, making space for your needs, that kind of thing. And then we go into externalization. So we've kind of separated the story from the person, and we're now going to move it outside of them. So, hey, let's take this story, I'm too much. Let's just move that away. And there's a process for doing that. And then we kind of help them think through what their life is like without that story, right? Where is this story not present? Actually, this is one that, I did do recently. I said that I was like, I just think like I'm too much in romantic relationships. And my therapist, Pierre, was like, are there any relationships where you don't feel this way? It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. And I was like, yeah, with my friend Ryan, one of my besties, I can be my full authentic self with him. And so what that does is it starts getting you to think, well, okay, it is possible. No, maybe that's not a romantic relationship, but there are humans on this earth who can tolerate me, and not just tolerate me, but keep texting me, keep wanting to hang out with me, who love being around me, right? Anyway, the thing about this is it is a lot. Like I'm literally looking at this long list, and I think what I'm going to do for today, I have 10 minutes. I really shouldn't be vlogging right now, but I'm going to write out almost like Mad Libs style, because when we take our notes, I can have my little Mad Libs for the story that I'm filling in as they're talking. So then when I get to this step, I can offer the story back. You know, the thing about this, I think I've said this before in the vlog, is like, what's different about grad school and undergrad is like, I don't overthink it. I just turned my light on. I don't overthink it. Like, I've got I have an A in this class. I got an A on my midterm. Like, unless I really drop the ball on something, I'll be okay. It's not to say I'll be perfect. It's not to say I don't have growth edges, but like, you know, again, we got to be well-resourced here. So it's not going to do me any good if I'm like, oh my gosh, like panicking, you know? So we're just going to go into this and see how it goes. And I think it's going to be good. Alrighty, final has been recorded. I think I'm going to, it's 5:30. The day is just, swishing by. But I think I'm going to write the reflection paper about it. I just put some laundry in. So I'm going to write the reflection paper about it, time it with my laundry so I can throw it in the dryer, and then I'm going to head out to the grocery store. I love grocery shopping on Friday nights because like no one else is there. It kind of sometimes makes me feel a little bit like a loser because I'm like, yep, no, I do not have fun plans on Friday night. I am grocery shopping, but I just want to get out of the house. It's also like so sunny. It was rainy yesterday, whatever. But first I need to clap back, which is, you know, I know you guys know this. I hope you guys know this at least. Like, I know I don't need to, and I probably shouldn't because this comment is stupid. This person is just looking to get a rise out of me. Their comment really doesn't make sense. It's mean-spirited, all the things. But like, sometimes I just need to like say these things to get it out for me. So thank you for indulging me. This guy commented on my last vlog where I was getting ready for a date. First of all, so many nice comments. Like, and I'm so glad that so many people, no matter your like walk of life or your life circumstance, like people are like, oh, I'm married, I'm divorced, I just broke up with somebody, I am also dating, I'm this, I'm that. So many different types of people were like, I found your framing of this really helpful. I was basically giving an optimistic view of breakups and the show that is the dating world of 2026, especially if you're in your 30s. I was saying, I'm happy with whatever happens. Like whatever, you know, if you're religious, maybe you would say whatever God gives me. Maybe I would say the universe gives me. Maybe whatever cards I'm dealt, whatever you want to say. Like that's literally what I was saying. And I genuinely mean that. And specifically about the kids thing, I was saying, let's go sit down because I need to sass. Yeah, about children, because yes, unfortunately, I mean, I wish this wasn't like a topic I needed to constantly like defend or discuss or whatever, but yes, like being in your 30s, that's something everybody always wants to know. Well, what about kids? Are you going to have kids? You know, you're tick, tick, tick. So yeah, I did preemptively bring it up because I knew people would ask. And the truth is, I never wanted kids my whole life. You could ask my mother if she's watching, she'll probably comment down below. I always told her I never wanted kids. In my last relationship, my last boyfriend, he was the first person that I ever was like, I kind of wanted kids. Like, and it was because he wanted kids and I was in love with him. And it was also because, you know, I think he was very different. He is very different than anyone I've really ever dated. He was is a nurse. And he had the kind of like this very nurturing energy. Like he would cook for me all the time. He was very good about stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I could see like raising a kid with him. I mean, you know, we obviously didn't work out. And I think there was a lot that wouldn't maybe make us the ideal parents together. But I do think in terms of that kind of stuff, like household stuff, cooking, like taking care of somebody when they're sick, like he would be a good partner in that. Okay. So maybe, yeah, for the first time I was like, oh, I see how this kind of could work. Okay. Not that I need to really justify that because I also just think some people you just have that feeling with and some people you don't, and that's okay. Anyway. And then I was saying now that I'm not in that relationship, that I'm dating somebody new, and I'm kind of like for the first time in a long time, really paying attention to what I really want again. I don't know if I want kids. And somehow this person framed that into a negative thing. He said, did you freeze your eggs or something? I'm in my 30s and don't want kids, but if I meet a woman who is still not sure what she wants her life to look like, or if she wants kids, then I assume this will just be a casual fun thing. It also makes me question what she is really looking for. If it's validation from dating / feeling desired, or if she struggles with internal instability or impulsivity. So yeah, it is sitting in a weird place with me. So I think I'm going to get out of the house to just kind of like reorient, get out of that headspace a little bit. Well, that escalated quickly, booked our flights. It's like late at night, it's 1 a.m. I'm using this French app. Okay, so I took so much French when I was younger. I know a lot of words, I know whatever, but living in America, you don't get a chance to practice that much. And I'm just so shy about pronunciation. So I downloaded this app, it's called Parle, like speak en français. And I'm like, first of all, my speech impediment really screws with me in French, I gotta say. So I struggle to say R, and I'm realizing like, yeah, that's hard. And then like this one, I swear to you, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, if any French speakers are out there, can you tell me? The other ones I'm getting like 100%, 95%. This one I'm getting 86%, and it just keeps going down every time. Okay, I'm gonna listen to her.
Merci, c'est noté.
Merci, c'est noté.
Merci, c'est noté.
Say, do I need to say say? Like, what am I doing wrong?
Merci, c'est noté.
It's say that I'm like getting wrong. That's what it's dinging me for. C'est noté. C'est noté. C'est noté.
Merci, c'est noté. Merci, c'est noté.
It keeps going down. It was at 86, now it's at 84. I wonder if like on the recording, I wanted to record this because I'm like, maybe I'll be able to hear it on the, you know what I mean? It's going down. Now I'm at 80%, you guys. Okay. I'm so sorry to all my French ancestors. Vous avez un créneau demain matin? 93%, okay? Je peux venir plus tôt si besoin.
Je peux venir plus tôt si besoin.
100%! I need a French speaker to tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong. Je préfère l'après-midi. Ours are so hard for me.
Je préfère l'après-midi.
But even still, I got a 99%. But I can't say c'est. What am I saying wrong?
Je dois mettre à jour mes informations.
Even that one was 94. That one I totally royally screwed up. Okay, here we go. Merci. C'est noté.
Merci, c'est noté.
What am I getting wrong? What am I getting wrong? I'm gonna smash this.
Merci, c'est noté.
82%. I give up. Anyway, it's time for me to go to bed. Bye. We meet again Saturday night. Getting ready for another little date situation. And I just wanted to update you on my day. Class, done. Well, one of my classes. I submitted all of my final stuff for my narrative clinical skills class today. So that feels nice. I still have that theory paper due. Like, it's due at like Tuesday at 4 a.m. So basically Monday night. So I'm going to just allow myself to enjoy the night, and I'll finish it up tomorrow evening. This is like, I'm back. If you watched the last vlog, like this thing is so messed up. I really like it though. It's a Fenty Beauty lip liner, and traced out is the color, but like it sharpens really weird. Maybe it's my sharpener, but it's like stabbing my lips. It's just like scraping my lips right now. It hurts so bad, but I really do like the color. Ow. Anyway, another thing that I was working on was Paris. I was chatting with Elena, who is my collaborator for the marketers edits, and apparently my new best friend. We will see each other 3 times this year, and we live literally across an ocean from each other. So that's pretty good. And then we saw each other last year as well. So yeah, I'm so grateful to her for agreeing to meet me in Paris kind of last minute. And we just were like planning out. We bought our train tickets. So I'll be doing the Eurostar from London to Paris. She'll be coming from Luxembourg. And we were just kind of like, we haven't decided on our hotel and stuff yet, but we were just chatting around, tossing around ideas. And I was just expressing gratitude because I'm like, yeah, like I said, you didn't have to do this. Like I could have just done Paris myself, or just stayed in London by myself, or just went out later, like after, his conference is over and we just do our own thing. But I think it like really makes the trip a lot more meaningful to be able to have a little girls trip portion, and to do it with Elena, who is somebody who really gets me. Like she really, number one, we've traveled together before. We went to New York, so that's always nice. Travel together, with somebody new can be really overwhelming. And I'm already getting a piece of that with like the guy that I'm seeing. Like that could be a lot, you know? So it's kind of nice to be like, okay, we already have our kind of rhythm down together. And, you know, she also just gets me in terms of what I want to do, like a little bit of work, a little bit of play, a little bit of solo, a little bit of, you know, girls trip. And I'm just really grateful for that. And also, she loves coffee just as much as me. We were talking about it today. I'm like, I hate traveling with like non-coffee drinkers, no offense, but I'm like, you guys just want to go straight to a museum? I'm sorry. We're missing a very, very important step in this. So anyway, just shared a little bit of gratitude with her. And I was reflecting on it and I was like, this is exactly why we're creating the Marketers Edit. Like truly, like this is exactly why, is so you guys can come and meet people who are in similar stages of business or similar stages of life or have those common interests and understand, you know, what you do and can like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Paris. We're going to get the best pictures. We're going to get the best content. That's not something that, you know, you get with just anybody. Like, I don't know if this guy's going to be able to take good pictures of me in London. Thank goodness I'm going to have Elena and we'll at least have good Paris pictures, you know? Like, laughing but serious, it's so nice to have people who understand what you do. And so, yes, that is a big piece of the Marketer's Edit. It's not just about come and learn from these speakers. It's also so much about the community and the connection that we are fostering. And that is a huge focus for us, is making sure that we are getting up, getting out of our chairs, walking around, getting to know each other, finding things in common, finding points of difference that we can learn from. And yeah, I really, you know, my friend Ryan, he lives here in Michigan. Like he and I started our businesses around the same time, and we've kind of gone through very similar like career trajectories together, starting out as like marketing agency owners, moving more into content and entertainment and education. And I'm so grateful that I have had him along this journey, because there were so many points where I'm like, I probably would have quit or just not known what to do. And like, yeah, just having a peer and a supporter in it really is a cheat code, I've got to say. And so, yeah, now I've obviously grown a network of more people, including Elena and others. And it really just does make such a difference. So I hope you guys know that is at the heart of what we're doing with the Marketer's Edit. And if you don't know what the Marketer's Edit is, marketersedit.com. I'll leave a link down below. I'm hosting an event in New York. Elena and I are. And yeah, we'll be doing, yes, there'll be talks, there'll be panels, there'll be sessions, but there will also be networking opportunities. I don't really like the term networking. Opportunities for connection, to meet with other marketers, other people who are social media managers, content creators, entrepreneurs, small business owners who, you know, are all a part of this community, this virtual community. And we just want to make it, you know, IRL. So the next time you go to Paris or New York or Michigan or wherever, you've got somebody to call. Like you've got a partner in this and somebody to help support you. So that's my little spiel. And I think it's so funny that we're truly embodying the Marketer's Edit many times this year. Yeah, I'm so excited. So of course I'll be vlogging. I think I really am going to wear my hair straight today. I mean, it's not as cute, but I don't think we're doing much. I think we might just like order food and watch a movie. We were talking about maybe going to look at bikes because I want to get a bike, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So I'm just super casual today. I'm wearing the jeans, the Calvin Klein shorts that I got, and that's it. I like them. I think they're cute. I think I'm just gonna wear Birkenstocks. That's the vibe. But thank you guys for being here. Make sure if you're not yet subscribed to the channel that you do subscribe. Also, if you are new and you sat through this whole thing, please introduce yourself down in the comments. I assume most people who watch all the way to the end have been here for a while. I can't imagine like a random person would stumble upon this and be like, yeah, I'm going to just keep watching. But if for some reason that is you, thank you. And I'd love to get to know you. So thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you and this community that we've built. Leave me a comment down below if you care to. Let me know what's up with you. Let me know if there are any questions you have, anything you want me to talk about in a future vlog. Next week, I'm off of school, so I will definitely be vlogging because I need to get my money-making mode on, considering I just booked a trip to London and Paris, so need to get that figure it out. So I will take you along for a businessy vlog, if nothing else. But thank you. I appreciate you. You're the best. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.